NATO chief Jens Stoltenberg called for the bloc to display its stockpile.
65 billion euros of military aid.
NATO and Ukraine have become central figures in the complex and often contentious geopolitics of Eastern Europe. The ongoing tensions and conflicts in this region have roots in historical grievances, strategic interests, and the evolving balance of power. As of 2024, these dynamics have intensified, with significant implications for regional stability, international relations, and the global order. The North Atlantic Treaty Organization, NATO, was founded in 1949 as a collective defense pact to counter the Soviet threat during the Cold War. Its primary objective was to ensure the security and freedom of its member states through political and military means. Over the decades, NATO has expanded its membership and adapted its strategies to address new security challenges. The collapse of the Soviet Union in 1991 marked a pivotal moment for NATO as it shifted focus from a bipolar world to addressing regional conflicts, terrorism, and cyber threats. Ukraine's relationship with NATO has been a focal point of Eastern European geopolitics, especially following the 2014 annexation of Crimea by Russia and the subsequent conflict in eastern Ukraine. This event marked a significant turning point, leading to a more assertive Russian foreign policy and a renewed focus on NATO's role in Europe. The annexation was widely condemned by the international community, and it resulted in severe economic sanctions against Russia. NATO responded by enhancing its presence in Eastern Europe, deploying troops and conducting military exercises to reassure its Eastern European members and deter further Russian aggression. The conflict in Ukraine has persisted, with periodic escalations and fragile ceasefires. In 2024, the situation remains volatile. The Ukrainian government has continued to seek closer ties with NATO, viewing the alliance as a crucial partner in its defense against Russian aggression. This aspiration was formalized in 2017, when Ukraine was granted the status of an enhanced opportunities partner by NATO, a significant step towards potential full membership. The path to NATO membership for Ukraine is fraught with challenges. Membership requires a consensus among all existing NATO members, and several have expressed concerns about the risks of direct confrontation with Russia. Nonetheless, Ukraine has made significant strides in modernizing its military and aligning its defense policies with NATO standards. These efforts have been supported by substantial military aid and training from NATO members, particularly the United States. Russia views NATO's eastward expansion as a direct threat to its national security. Consequently, Russia has pursued a strategy of hybrid warfare, which includes cyber attacks, disinformation campaigns, and support for separatist movements in neighboring countries. These tactics aim to destabilize pro-Western governments and create a buffer zone of unstable regions along its borders. In response to Russia's aggressive actions, NATO has bolstered its collective defense measures. The alliance's enhanced forward presence in the Baltic states and Poland involves multinational battalion-sized battle groups that are stationed on a rotational basis. These deployments serve as a deterrent against potential Russian aggression and demonstrate NATO's commitment to defending its Eastern European members. Additionally, NATO has increased its investment in cyber defense, recognizing the growing threat of cyber attacks on critical infrastructure and democratic processes. The geopolitical landscape of Eastern Europe is further complicated by the interplay of energy politics. Russia has historically leveraged its vast energy resources as a tool of influence, particularly through natural gas supplies to Europe. Projects like Nord Stream 2, a pipeline designed to transport Russian gas directly to Germany, bypassing Ukraine, have been contentious. Critics argue that it increases European dependency on Russian energy and undermines Ukraine's strategic position as a transit country. In response, NATO and the European Union have emphasized the need for energy diversification and the development of alternative energy sources to reduce reliance on Russian gas. The United States has reaffirmed its commitment to NATO and European security despite periodic strains in transatlantic relations. The Biden administration has prioritized strengthening alliances and addressing the challenges posed by authoritarian regimes, including Russia and China. China's growing presence in Eastern Europe also adds a new dimension to the regional dynamics. China has sought to expand its economic influence by investing in infrastructure projects and fostering trade relationships. While these investments provide much-needed development opportunities, they also raise concerns about debt dependency and geopolitical leverage. NATO has acknowledged the need to address the implications of China's rise and its potential impact on Euro-Atlantic security. The situation in Ukraine remains a flashpoint in the broader struggle for influence in Eastern Europe. The ongoing conflict in the Donbas region has resulted in significant human suffering and economic disruption. The Minsk agreements, brokered in 2015 to end the fighting, have been repeatedly violated, and trust between the conflicting parties is minimal. Efforts by the international community, including the Normandy format talks involving Ukraine, Russia, France, and Germany, continue to seek a diplomatic solution, but progress has been slow. In 2024, Ukraine's domestic politics are heavily influenced by the security situation. The government, led by President Volodymyr Zelensky, faces the dual challenges of implementing necessary reforms and addressing the immediate threat posed by the conflict. Anti-corruption measures, judicial reforms, and economic modernization are critical for Ukraine's long-term stability and its integration into Euro-Atlantic structures. Public opinion in Ukraine is strongly supportive of NATO membership, with many citizens viewing it as essential for the country's security and sovereignty. This sentiment is fueled by a desire to break free from Russia's sphere of influence and align with Western democracies. While Ukraine has made progress in meeting some of the criteria, the alliance's principle of consensus and the fear of provoking Russia mean that full membership is not imminent. The geopolitical contest in Eastern Europe is not only a military and political struggle, but also an ideological one. The conflict between democratic values and authoritarianism is a defining feature of the region's dynamics. NATO and its member states advocate for the principles of democracy, human rights, and the rule of law. These values are contrasted with Russia's model of centralized control and limited political freedoms. The outcome of this ideological struggle will have profound implications for the future of Eastern Europe and the broader international order. The relationship between NATO, Ukraine, and Russia is a microcosm of the larger trends shaping global politics in the 21st century. It reflects the enduring relevance of alliances, the complexities of regional conflicts, and the impact of great power competition. As of 2024, the situation remains fluid, with potential for both escalation and resolution. The actions of key players, including NATO, Ukraine, Russia, the United States, and the European Union, will determine the trajectory of this critical region. NATO's role in Eastern Europe is a testament to the enduring importance of collective defense and international cooperation. The alliance's ability to adapt to new threats and challenges has been crucial in maintaining stability and deterring aggression. The need for a comprehensive and coordinated strategy that addresses both immediate security concerns and long-term stability is paramount. In conclusion, the dynamics of NATO and Ukraine in Eastern Europe, particularly in relation to Russia, represent a complex and multifaceted geopolitical challenge. The interplay of military strategy, political alliances, energy politics, and ideological values shapes the region's landscape. As of 2024, the situation remains tense, with significant implications for the future of European and global security. So, what do you think of our video? Let us know in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear from me again, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go. Thanks for watching.